Hey socialites, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Ariell. I create mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle vlogs. So if this is the type of content you enjoy, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button so you too can become a socialite. Today's going to be a fun video. I'm going to give you guys some affordable options to some pretty high-end fragrances. I do want to thank Luxor Niche Perfume Oils for sending me over these perfume oils that we're going to try out today. So Luxor creates perfume oils and fragrances. They also have fragrances, you guys, inspired by some pretty high-end fragrances that a lot of us love. So we're going to test them out. I do have a lot of the original versions of them, or the real version of them, that I'm going to be comparing to let you guys know, is this something that will work? Can you replace what you have? Or is this something really good that you can use as like a base or a layering option with your fragrances? So they did send over sort of like a discovery set with 10 different scents. They look like this. It does come in these glass bottles, and it's in a roller ball form. So since this one's in my hand, we're going to start off with this one. This one is Attrape Reves, which is a Louis Vuitton fragrance, you guys. So I do have a sample of Attrape Reves from Louis Vuitton. My homegirl has the bottle of it, and she smells so good the other day, probably like a couple weeks ago, and she did give me a sample of hers. This is the Luxor perfume oil. Put it on my hand. So you want to be careful with this, not to get it on your clothes. You don't want to get an oil stain. And these are pretty long lasting. I've tried a couple of them out and they really last, especially when you put it on first and spray the fragrance on top. You guys, last all day long. Okay, so this one is giving a slight woodsy, sweet, fruity, and it smells expensive, you guys. Oh, it smells so good. And so right next to it, I'm gonna spray the Attrape Reves from Louis Vuitton. Wow, you guys, it smells pretty much identical. I really can't tell the difference, to be honest. You can't tell the difference. So let's move on. We're gonna move on to Monger Line. Now you guys know this is one of my favorites. Every time it goes on sale, I post it in my community tab. This is like one of the best fragrances out there, period. High end, low end, in between. To me, Monger Line is one of those fragrances that you can't go wrong with, and I can't see how somebody doesn't like it. Best of every world. So let's try it on this hand. Very pretty, sweet, soft, floral. There's a clean sort of soapy undertone to this though. So let's get the Monger Line and spray it next to it and see what the difference is. I really can't tell the difference. Y'all, it smells almost exact. I really can't tell the difference. Like if my eyes were closed and I smelled both, if I hadn't put it on my hands, I wouldn't know the difference between which is which. Okay, let's move on to Good Girl Gone Bad. Now, Good Girl Gone Bad is a really nice fragrance, y'all. That's that high heel shoe that most women love. They have a lot of different flankers to it. So I'm assuming this is the original. Now, I bought this for my aunt for Christmas like 2 Christmases ago, but I don't own Good Girl Gone Bad. So I'm gonna put it on the inside and let you guys know what it's giving. But I know it smells good because when I tested it out in the store, when I was looking for the Christmas gift for her, we went through a lot of fragrances in Ulta, and Good Girl Gone Bad smelled the best, and that's why I gave it to her. So I know it smells good. Ooh, this smells sweet, warm, clean, pretty, soft. Smells like a designer fragrance. It's really nice. I recommend it. This is something that I would wear. So let's move on. Myrrh and Tonka from Jo Malone. Y'all, this is one of my favorite fragrances. I wear this often. Myrrh and Tonka is one of those fragrances that I like to wear anytime I have an appointment because it's not too offensive. Like if I have a client, usually I wear Myrrh and Tonka, or if I have a doctor's appointment or like a meeting at my kid's school or something like that, I usually wear Myrrh and Tonka because it smells really good and clean, and like you have a fragrance on, but it's not doing too much. It's kind of understated. It's just a cool fragrance. I love it. So let's try Myrrh and Tonka up here. Smells good, spicy. Smells something a little cinnamon in there though. Let's take Myrrh and Tonka and I'll spray it next to it. Super close, you guys. The only difference is I'll say the Myrrh and Tonka from Jo Malone is a little bit more woodier than the Luxor oil, but it's super close. The Luxor oil almost smells like it has a little bit of apple juice in there, something a little bit more fruity. Let me tell you what it more so reminds me of. Have any of y'all ever smelled Kilian's Angel Share? Just a little bit. It smells like Myrrh and Tonka has a tiny splash of Angel Share in it. That's what it's giving, but it's super close. But the cool thing about it smelling like a mix between Myrrh and Tonka and a splash of Angel Share by Kilian is you can use this as like a layering oil for either one. So I would put the oil down and either spray Myrrh and Tonka or Angel Share and get your life. Like either way it will work, but it smells so good. Okay, moving on to Jazz Club from Replica. So I do have a little small Jazz Club from Replica that I got in like a discovery set. You guys, we're going to be discussing these real soon. So this is Jazz Club and this is Luxor's Jazz Club oil. I'm running out of space, so I'm going to put it like in the fold of my arm. Ooh, y'all, it's giving a smoky nightclub. It's giving a sweet, smoky nightclub. That's what it's giving. So let's take the Jazz Club by Mason Margiela and put it right next to it. Smells good. I would just say that the Jazz Club from Luxor is a little bit more smoky. I feel like Jazz Club is just a little bit more toned down than the oil from Luxor, but they smell just alike. Imagine if they had like a Jazz Club and a Jazz Club Intense. The perfume oil from Luxor would be the Jazz Club Intense. That's really the only difference I get. They smell super similar though. So let's move right along. Okay, we have Lost Cherry. So obviously this is from the Lost Cherry from Tom Ford, which was one of my favorites a while back. Let's try the oil. We'll put it here. Y'all, I'm super familiar with this and so it's already hitting. It's already hitting. Okay, so let's spray underneath the oil. I would say that the perfume oil version is just a tiny bit more syrupy sweet than the original Lost Cherry, but just a tiny bit. Like I'm being super picky with this, y'all. So close though. And then something about the Luxor version of the Lost Cherry smells slightly like just a tinge bit more woodiness than the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. You know what I really love about this? If you guys know much about Tom Ford Lost Cherry, especially for the price, y'all, this does not last. After about 2 hours, maybe 3, you no longer smell it. Like, that's my only issue with Tom Ford Lost Cherry, but with these two together, you could probably get all day wear. So I'll keep y'all updated on this, but these smell super close. Moving on to Vanille Absolu. Now, this is one that I don't own and I've never smelled before, but I wanted to get it because I've heard amazing things about it. So this is a dupe for the Santal Vanille Absolu. I'm gonna roll it over here. It's soft and sweet. It's really soft. It smells like vanilla. You know what it smells like? You know those soft caramel candies that you get during the holidays that when you chew on it, it's so soft it melts in your mouth? That's what it smells like to me. Like a soft caramel chew. Really soft, understated smell. So I think this will be cool if you wanted to sweeten up any of your more stronger or masculine scents. You know what I can see this being good with? Lay this down first. If you're somebody that thinks that Jo Malone, Myrrh and Tonka is a little too spicy or strong, if you put this sweet Vanilla Absolute down and then spray a little bit of this, I feel like it'll soften it up. Or even the Angel Share, or anything that you feel like is stronger, if you want to make it softer or sweeter, you can lay down the Vanilla Absolute first and then put it on. I think that would be perfect, but it's really pretty. So for those that like those super soft vanilla understated, not doing too much, this is it. Soft, pretty, understated. Okay, next we have Santal 33, y'all. Now I smelled Santal 33 33 a couple of years ago, so I don't remember how it smells. So I'm gonna put it on and tell you guys what I think it smells like. Let's see. Yeah, I'm running out of room. I'm gonna put it up here. From Santal 33, I'm getting an undertone of a woodsy scent, very faint, and I'm getting green. Like, I'm not sure what it is, but some sort of green note, maybe a flower or some sort of vegetation. It's green, it's woodsy, and it smells clean and fresh. That's what I'm getting from this. So this is one that I would wear like straight out of the shower when you want to smell fresh and clean. Next we have My Way from Giorgio Armani. Let's see where we could put this thing. I'll put it up here. Floral, fresh, sweet. You get fruity, super sweet, floral, smells good, and it's kind of like a powerhouse, y'all. This kind of like really projects. So let's pull out My Way. They smell super similar. It's really hard to tell the difference. I'm trying to get like the small details in it. Y'all, they're super similar. I can't really get a difference between these two. The My Way from Giorgio Armani and the My Way from Luxor smell pretty much exactly the same. And last we have Pegasus. Now this is from Parfums de Marly. This is actually a man's fragrance. I do have a sample from Scentbird that I got a couple months ago. Mr. wears it sometimes and it smells amazing, you guys. If you're looking for a gift for your guy or for a man, you guys, and they like sort of sweeter scents but not too sweet, y'all, Pegasus is it. So let's see what the Luxor version is given. On the back of my arm like I'm getting a shot. Oh, it smells so good. Smells slightly masculine but not too masculine that a woman couldn't wear it. It's sweet, it's warm, it's a little spicy, and it's a little green. So let me spray Pegasus from Parfums de Marly. Y'all, they are super close. It's another one that is really hard to tell the difference. On this one, I honestly like the Luxor oil version a little bit better because it's a little smoother. Now, Pegasus is smooth, don't get me wrong, but something about the way they blended the Luxor version is just a little bit more rounded and smoother, so I like it just a little bit more. So that's it. This was fun. I'm so glad that I got to compare them. Definitely gonna give this Pegasus oil to Mr. He's probably gonna love it. I don't know if he'll layer it, but I know he's gonna love it because he wears Pegasus. So comment down below, let me know if any of these are fragrances that you wear. I do recommend these because, like I said, I've tried a couple of them and they are very long lasting. The scents are super similar. So even if you don't try them out just to wear by itself, which you can, I think it will help to layer, especially with some of those fragrances that don't last as long as you need them to. Just a great option to have. So thank you, Luxor Perfume Oils, for sending this over. This was fun and I'm enjoying them. So I'll have their information linked in the description box. Be sure to check them out. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to come back, watch some more videos. Join us by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. 'Cause I've been where you are. You're too scared to show me love, 'cause too fresh with the scars. Well, I don't have the